Welcome to Mechanical Tutorials. I'm going to teach you different techniques in SolidWorks for mechanical engineers. Hi, today I am going to show you how to create the crankshaft. I'm going to show you how to create CAD model as well as 2D drawing. This is the pictorial view. So let's start. So initially I am going to create this part. Select the front plane, say OK. So let's start from this base. This is 24 and outer radius is 26. Twenty-four. It's 26. Take center point arc. So 26. Next, see this arc is 16 and so this arc radius is 65 and this is 16 and distance is 40 from the center axis and 32. So (32). Say OK. This is 16. Make this as construction and mirror this above this axis. Say OK. Now I am going to draw this arc of 65. So take 3-point arc. Say OK. Here the circle and arc, make it tangent, and this circle and arc, make it tangent. So the distance between center line and this center of the circle is 40. Say OK. Take center point arc, place two circles, and select this arc and circle, make it co-radial. Select this and this, make it co-radial. Say OK. Now select this one and this point, make it coincident, make it coincident, and we can make tangent. Now this radius is 65. Select this and control, select this point, make it horizontal. Since the center from this distance is 32. Now take one line, make one line here. See, I am trying to make this one, this distance is 30 and 30 is mentioned here. See, it's in reverse direction, so this is 30. So make it tangent, here also make it tangent, and select this line and this line and make it equal. And select this point and this point, make it horizontal. So distance is 30 as mentioned earlier. So see, so this distance also should be 30. And this center to This distance is 38. So center to this center is 38. Now we have to create one arc. Take 3-point arc. My suggestion is place it somewhere and make it coincide. Otherwise we will get constraining errors. We can make these two equal. And tangent, here also tangent. Now we have to check the radius. So radius is not given, so we have to make it horizontal. So this is how the sketch is completely defined. See, let's see, it is defined. Say OK. Now go to feature. See, thickness is 13. So flip other direction and say OK. So the same feature is at some offset and it is rotated at 180 degrees. So let's see what is the offset distance. So 19 plus this thickness. So offset distance is 19 plus 19 is 38. 38 plus 12, thickness 50. So we have to create a plane from this face to some offset distance of 50. Say OK. Now select the sketch, go to edit, copy and select this plane, go to edit and paste. So we got the sketch. So keep it normal. So we got exactly same dimension. So now what we need to do is just rotate it. About exactly 180. at this origin. So it's rotated now. So hide this and see. We can give auto dimension. So this sketch is defined now. Say OK and hide. Show. Now select this sketch, go to feature. So here we have created plane from here, so the thickness is 12, so make it 12. Here also thickness will be 12. Say OK. Save the file. Hide this plane. Now I am going to create this intermediate part. So this part is at offset of 19. So we have to create one more plane with this face. Select this face, go to plane 19, say OK. Select this plane and go to sketch, make it normal. Now this sketch is a little bit tricky. So the arc length is 98 from this center. So from this center this arc length is 98. So what we have to do is I will select this line and convert entity and make it construction. Same way I will select this edge, convert entity Select this circle and construction. Keep it in wireframe and hide this plane. Draw 3-point arc and one center line. See, this arc length is 98 from the center. So the center point is here and 98. So this cannot be at the center. So let's make center point arc. Next, take 20 center point arc and take 26. Here also 26. Take 3-point arc. Make this tangent. Make this tangent. Now this is 26. $98. Now simply make this and this arc equal. And make this and this arc equal. So go to feature, see we have created from this face to this face a simple plane, parallel plane. So the distance is 12, so we have to extrude the other side. Say okay. Say okay. Now we have to create this shaft and this connecting rods. So this distance is 19. Select this, go to sketch, select sketch and select this edge, convert entity. So inside diameter is 24 and outer is 44. So we have to create one circle. "44." Say OK. And go to feature, extrude. We have to select up to next. So in this sketch, convert entity is not selected, so we have to go to sketch, edit, select this edge, convert entity, say OK. The same way we have to create this also, the other side. Select this face, go to sketch and select this edge, convert entity, so it is converted now. Keep it normal. "44." Go to feature, extrude and up to next. Say OK. Now we have to create. Okay, this is done. Now I'm going to create this shaft. So this length is 25 and this thickness is 1 mm, 26, and this is 24. Select the right plane, go to sketch, so we have to unhide the origin. So this is the origin and keep it in wireframe. Select construct two center lines. So we have to create the shaft. See, there are two steps. Select this edge and convert entity. Go to trim option, go to corner trim, select this. So the loop is closed completely. Now the distance is 26 and 24. And 24. And we have to check the radius. Radius is 40, diameter is 46, and this is 38. Forty-six. $38. So it's not horizontal. So make it horizontal. So go to feature and revolve. See, initially I am going to create only one side. To minimize the error. So one side is done. I will save this file and go to other side. So other side is a little bit tapered. See, distance is 44, 24, 40, and diameter is 44, 46, and this distance is 11. And this threaded diameter is 32. So let's start. Select this edge, convert entity, and this distance is 44. There is a step turning and little bit tapered, and it's straight. So diameter is 46. And this diameter is 44. This is 32. And trim this, convert entity and this line. This distance is 44. This is 24. This is 40. Just move this and create a line. Here. Now select this line and this line, make it collinear and go to trim option and say OK. So this distance is 11. So this point is center line. You can, if you want, you can drag outside also. So say OK to the sketch. So now shaft has been created. Now we have to create a slot for Woodruff key, this one and this one. So for this there is no proper dimension given, so I am just going to show with rough sketch. Select of plane, go to sketch, keep it normal. Select this edge and convert entity. Take 3-point arc. Select this. See, this diameter is not given, so I am showing it approximately, and I am going to trim this arc and this line and this arc and this line. Go to power trim and simply OK. There is no power trim. Yes, keep it normal. Keep it 5. See, still it is not constrained, so what we need to give is, see, the distance from this end to this edge is 250. So go to small dimension, select this and this edge. So it is 250. For time being, I will give 235. Say okay. Control this and select this, make it coincide. Okay, save. Okay. Go to cut feature. Mid plane. Here I can mirror the feature or mirror the sketch. So I am going to mirror the feature right now. Select this feature, go to mirror. So which plane we need to select? Mirror about right plane. Say okay. So this Woodruff key slot is done. Now the other side. Select the right plane, go to sketch, so if it is a tapered surface, we have to select this taper line and draw an arc. See here dimensions are clearly given. Go to trim, say okay. Now this dimension is given as 28 by 26. So this is 28. This is 6. Okay, and just move it inside, and the distance from this edge to this point is 3. See here it is given 3. Say okay. Go to cut feature, cut extrude, mid plane, say okay. So this is done. There is a small feature is pending. See this circle, it is 1 mm. This diameter is 60. Select this, go to sketch, keep it normal. And this is 60. Say okay. So there is intersection. So what we need to do is click this and go to trim, power trim, and go to extrude. Say okay. Select this, go to sketch, keep it normal. Flip other side. Click this and convert entity. Go to feature, say 1 mm. So our component is ready now.